Morning, Jen.
Hey, Monsignor.
How are you doing today?
I'm swell, thank you. How are you?
I am doing great, and a blessed month of the dead to you.
Woohoo! November's the best.
Well, November is very unique because we begin the month with two of my favorite feasts, or days of remembrance, All Saints and All Souls. And this year we were able to have All Saints on Sunday. So it kind of built it up a little bit. And even though for particular reasons we couldn't have music at Mass. So, but it still was very special to be able to celebrate all the saints, all those who are with God. And then the next day was All Souls. And it just, our Mass for the remembrance was Monday evening. We had really a nice turnout. We had
I meant to ask you. Did you have music for that?
Yes, we did.
Oh, good.
Yes,
okay.
we did. And we had 75 people in church, and then I believe 100.
It was more. Between Facebook and YouTube, I thought it was closer to 200.
Okay.
Wow.
And
Well,
then,
people were still commenting yesterday. Like, I think they watched it later.
yes. And so, and that's always a very beautiful but emotional celebration of the Eucharist. But one of the things I did afterwards, and I try to do this every November, and you don't have to necessarily do it on All Souls. You can do it anytime before Thanksgiving. In fact, it's a great way of preparing for Thanksgiving. Is all those memorial cards we get and we give out, and when somebody we love dies, or we go to the viewing and we pick up a card of remembrance. Well, you just need so many bookmarkers. So what do you do with them? And sometimes people will even ask, Father, I have all these holy cards and all these Mass cards. What should I do with them? And we have an aversion of throwing away images of our saints and images of our Lord and Our Lady. So one thing that I remember hearing about some time ago was during the month of November. First of all, I keep them in one place, and then during the month of November, I go through them. I put on some nice soft music. It can be religious, it can be classical, it can be any music that you feel comfortable with. Always light a candle, and I just look at the names. When I was growing up, very rarely did you have pictures on the memorial cards, but today a lot of them do, which is even nicer because you can look and in some cases you go, oh, that's right, they died this year, or okay, I remember that, and you pray for that person. You remember them and you pray for them. And so I offer that as a kind of a November devotion, which I think is so important to keep memory of our loved ones alive in our hearts, and to fulfill our promise that we would pray for people, because everybody says pray, 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 but then life gets so busy, we forget.
That's right. A lot of my students are from a Mexican heritage, and when we were we had our class on Tuesday night, whatever the heck that was. So, but we were and Sunday morning, and then Tuesday. So we were talking about All Saints, All Souls, and they were telling me about how the way they celebrate the Day of the Dead is they make an altar for their loved ones who have passed away, where they put their pictures, they put religious symbols, they put a candle, of course, the person who passed away's favorite foods, flowers, all kinds of really neat little decorations, and then they have a meal together and remember that person. And I just thought that was such a wonderful idea. And one of the kids, because everything is on Zoom now, brought her camera over to her family's altar and showed all of us.
Nice.
It was really great. So and it reminded me that the first, I think, Father's Day after, and then after my father-in-law had passed away, we did basically that. Like, we put pictures of him and then my grandpa and all the men in our family who have passed away. to kind of like include them, keep them with us. We decorated the table a little bit. Everybody kind of walked by and, had a little, memory of them and, said a prayer like you do. But I thought that would be a nice thing for Thanksgiving too. You were saying you do this anytime up to Thanksgiving, but how about, we're all going to be separated from each other. A lot of us are for Thanksgiving. My family's not getting together. And so that could be another way of kind of including the people that are not with us. Set up a little spot for them, those who have passed away, but even, family pictures of people who are still alive.
Who won't be there.
Right.
Yeah. A beautiful movie, and I've seen it now 3 times. It's an animated movie. It's Coco. And I
started watching that and I never finished it.
Every time I see that movie, I end up crying at the end of it. And I think it's because it talks of family. It talks of those who have gone before us, don't forget us, which is really our devotion to our saints, because we believe that even though they now have the beatific vision, they are in the presence of God and they see God face to face, their love for us and the love God has for us that works through his saints still comforts us. And the reason why I said before Thanksgiving is because then at Thanksgiving, not only do you give thanks for everything on the table, but you give thanks for those who have gone before you. Mm-hmm. And you give thanks because their lives do impact our lives today.
My favorite movie for, the Communion of Saints is Return of the Jedi. Because at the end of it, after they've destroyed the Death Star, and they're having a little party on Endor, Anakin and
oh, okay, I know the scene you're talking
and Yoda
about.
all
yes,
come,
yes.
And it's like the celebration of that success that they had, where everybody's having a big party. They were there too because they were part of that history, and they're the other Jedi and the rebellion stands on the shoulders of those guys. So I love that inclusion there, except for the remastered one. That stinks. They should have kept the old Anakin, but whatever. So yeah. Anyway, I do. That's my favorite.
Okay.
Moving right along.
Hey, I'm right. Go ahead. Tell me I'm wrong.
No, that was a nice moment, but you have to go through the entire movie to get to that moment, which has theological implications.
It sure does. Okay. I could write a book on it.
Oh, I'm sure you will.
I
did. Okay. So I hope. Please don't think we're making light of remembering our dead.
I'm dead serious.
We are serious, but it's also important to realize that with the tears of missing them, if you hold on to the memories of the good times, you will find the ability to smile and give thanks. Mm-hmm. Well, we have a lot of things happening in our effort to reach out to people in need. We're gearing up. And I just want to let people know that the various ministries we have here at St. Robert's, such as the Father Benedict Ministry, the Youth Group, the SRB Help Center, our Holiday Meals Ministry, and our Holiday Gift Giving Program, are all involved in preparing to meet the needs of the wider community to the best of our ability in spite of COVID. And so we are preparing Thanksgiving baskets. It's now on our Facebook page. Yes,
oh, good.
Jeannie posted it on the Facebook page. And what will happen is people who want to make a dinner basket are asked to drop their food off between 8:30 and 11 on Sunday, November 22nd. And we will have directions as we move through November getting ready on where you'll drop them off. It will be contactless drop off. So the family pulls up with their food. They open the back of their car or their back doors. Volunteers will take the food, will come into our parish center, and then baskets will go out another way in order for those who are volunteering to deliver them. And with the basket will be the address and the directions to the place you're bringing the food. You have to sign up, and you have to use Sign Up Genius. And there really are going to be several lists for Sign Up Genius. First, we're asking everybody who's donating food, please sign up so we know what's coming in, okay? Then there's going to be a separate Sign Up Genius for those who want to deliver food. There will also be on Sign Up Genius those who want to help prepare a meal, a hot meal that will be delivered on Wednesday, November 25th. And then there will be a list for those who want to deliver that hot meal on Wednesday, November 25th. So these are our two groups that we're really focused on at the moment, because it's going to be a lot different. There won't be a bunch of people walking around and everything. We can't have that for the safety of the people who want to volunteer, but we will need volunteers to run these programs. So we ask you to keep an eye on all our platforms and in our bulletin as we try to communicate to the community what we're doing and how we're doing it. Now, our Thanksgiving meals are a little different this year. We are not doing it on Thanksgiving morning. The family with Court Jester just had to, step back and redirect their attention due to COVID. It's strictly due to COVID, and I think just as a shout out to everybody in so many businesses have been adversely affected. I know we, did a shout out to all our restaurant owners and employees and waiters and bartenders and all those who are, struggling at this moment. But a lot of businesses are suffering, and we realize that. And please know you're in our prayers, and we encourage people who can support these businesses to do the best you can. I like the campaign they're doing on TV now, Shop Local, because it's the local.
Oh, American Express does that every year, I think. Is that what you're talking about?
Well, no, they're doing it even more for a couple of other companies because, like they say, the small businesses keep the community together, and we need them. Mm-hmm. We need them. So, see this as being part of our fighting back the virus, and being proactive instead of being afraid. And so we're not delivering meals on Thanksgiving morning. We are delivering meals the day before Thanksgiving. And I can assure you that the meals will be substantial enough so that those who receive them might have half on Wednesday and the second half on Thursday, so we will be feeding those who might not have a Thanksgiving. Now, we are cooperating with a lot of different organizations: the Knights of Columbus, the Blessing Bag Brigade, Open Door, Monmouth County Diaper Bank through the Child Care Resource, and the Greater Clergy Association of Freehold. So we're kind of all coming together to help those people in need. And so if you have any questions, please, either ask us on Facebook or give us a call here at the office, and we'll try and answer them so you can be involved.
There's lots to do. And then we're also going to have a liturgy on Thanksgiving. Well, two liturgies. The Interfaith on the 22nd, which is a Sunday. If you can see it live or, in person or live streamed. And then Thursday morning, 9 o'clock Mass. 9 o'clock Mass.
And we're going to live stream the 9 o'clock Mass, so those who want to come to Mass and sit in their cars and receive communion we are inviting you. And this is a shout out to our liturgical ministers. It would be nice if we have enough liturgical ministers to bring communion to everybody. So we're not here at 6 o'clock waiting for somebody to come back from the parking lot, But we hope to gather to give thanks in spite of the virus, in spite of the unrest, in spite of everything we've been through. It is important that we gather to give thanks. The other thing I want to give a shout out for, because we need it early, our gift giving program for Christmas. Again, it's going to be different. I always liked how the entrance of the church, the gathering area, was filled with gifts for those who had their little trees, or for Emmanuel Cancer, or Collier. Well, this year we're asking not so much for gifts, but for gift cards. And we have Margie Golden, who coordinates that, has this beautiful little red mailbox, and you put the gift cards in the mailbox. We need them early so we can get them out to the families. And please,
so that the families have time to shop.
Because the families will be doing shopping this year. Okay.
Which is really nice. I mean, it's nice to get, presents that other people bought for you, but there's nothing like picking a gift out for your own kid.
Yeah. I think that's important.
Yeah.
And so this is how we're handling that. We do need them. I think. Oh, Margie told me when she needed them by. We'll let you know next week.
Keep talking. I'll find it.
Okay. But please, now we're looking for gift cards from Walmart, Target. There was one more. Oh, Visa. We will take a Visa gift card. Those 3 cards, because first of all, it's amazing what you can buy in those 2 stores, and so we're hoping that people's desire to share the holiday with others will come through. I know it's come through in the past, but this is a very different present, and we're very grateful for all the different organizations we're working with.
Mm-hmm.
So
talk about the diapers.
And now, did you read
How many?
how many?
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yes.
Buttload of
We
diapers.
began to cooperate with Deacon Matt over from St. Thomas More Parish in Manalapan, and he came by and loaded up on his trailer, because he has a trailer for this movement. I shouldn't use movement when you're talking about diapers.
I don't know. I think it's fitting. Oops.
Francis, stop laughing.
You're laughing. Do as I say, not as I do.
No, because he's laughing, I'm laughing.
I know it's going to make you laugh more.
I know. But the first pickup was a total of 11,765 diapers.
Wow.
And also over 1,900 wipes. So first of all, to the people of the parish, thank you. Thank you. Never having a child, which I'm sure the bishop is very appreciative of, and really not being involved with my family that much when they did have their babies. I never knew how many diapers an infant uses, nor the different sizes of diapers. And so when you're looking at a diminished income or a lack of income, and you've got to make a decision between food and diapers, it is so important that we help people that they can do both and pay their bills. So your support is just overwhelming. These diapers go to the Child Care Resource, which is located in Neptune, and it serves all of Monmouth County. So please know you're helping all our neighbors throughout this county. And it's a wonderful charity. And Deacon Matt, shout out to Deacon Matt from St. Thomas for taking this on and developing this partnership between the parishes of Monmouth County and Child Care Resources. Okay?
I'm still looking, sorry.
You're still looking?
I'll
Okay.
find it.
Okay, now,
There it is.
what's the other?
November 29th.
November 29th.
That's when we need it by.
Okay.
The gift cards.
So that's the first Sunday of Advent. And so if you can get your gift cards in as soon as possible so that this project can move along and families can be prepared for Christmas, that would be wonderful. Thank you. Speaking of Advent, first Sunday of Advent, you know, oh, what a nice segue.
I know, Monsignor, you did that beautifully. He's the keeper of the list today, so he knows what we're talking about, and I don't.
Yes.
All I have written down is diapers.
Okay.
Okay.
I think we need to be realistic that this virus is not going to disappear. For everybody who thought the virus was going to disappear after the election, well, guess what? It hasn't, nor will it. We are stuck with the virus, and it's going to impact our holidays. The numbers are rising here in Jersey, and we need to be very much aware of that. And so, in order to help celebrate our liturgical seasons, this year we're offering a virtual Advent tradition series. And we really begin on November 24th with building an Advent wreath. December 1st, we'll be talking about decorating trees, such as a Francis tree and a Jesse tree. You got to look in on that.
Not the Francis behind the camera, a different one.
No, well, that Francis is always up a tree. So they will be live streamed on Tuesdays at 11 a.m. And then, of course, they will be able to be viewed throughout the season. And so this flyer will be on our Facebook. I think it's already on our Facebook.
And it's on as events also, so you can find it on there.
Events, and but it's our effort to help bring our Christmas traditions into the home, and with that, we'll also be talking about how we, as a parish, will be responding to the virus in this liturgical season. And anything else?
How about the
I
lobster
only
trunk?
had diapers.
Oh.
Oh, I wrote that on the thing that I gave you, cousins.
You're welcome.
Thank
Cousins.
you, Frank. Well,
Thank you,
I gave my
Francis.
other paper to him that had my notes on it. What else does that say on there?
Prayer cards.
Oh,
Okay. Next Thursday, the 12th, Cousins Lobster truck will be parked in our parking lot. And really, their food is very good.
it is, yeah.
You know, I might make a note to have lunch there. And it is, we give them parking space. They invite all their customers, and we invite our parish parishioners to support them. And 10%, and I think it is up to 10%
Oh, yeah.
of what they make, they give to the Greater Clergy Association of Freehold, which supports a lot of the feeding programs, the food programs that we have. And so, if you're driving around or you feel like having a nice lobster roll, I like the Connecticut lobster roll. There's no mayonnaise.
That's the
in
one
that.
with the butter, I guess.
That's the one with the butter. Yes.
The lobster bisque is to die for.
The
Is it?
lobster bisque is also very good. So we give a shout out and we thank them for coming and using our parking lot, and we thank them for their donation to a worthy cause, because it has kept our feeding program going over 8 months. You know, we've been doing this for 8 months. And I was just thinking about how probably this month it'll be a year that the virus broke out in China. You know, we only heard about it like in January or February, but it's been broken out. So we're coming to a year anniversary. And for us, it'll, of course, be March that we observe our lockdown and our quarantine. But we move forward and with faith and
Patience,
prudence and perseverance.
all the P's.
You know, because we are God's people. And prayer is the most powerful weapon if we use it to calm our hearts first, then we can calm others.
That's right.
Have a blessed November, and we'll see you at Mass in person or live stream. God bless.
God bless.